Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, Marvin. Hello, Russ. Hello, Luca. Hello, JFix. Hello, Bodja. Today is a PS5 day. Another little project that I don't know, it might work or it might not. So we'll see. Since today is a day off, since today is a day off here, and nobody will call, nobody will ask for my help. So I am kinda free to do my own stuff. And yesterday I got a PS5 from a customer that was having a infinite blue light, so a long blue light of death, and is hard to diagnose. Hello, NK. Okay. Have a nice walk. So I was saying I had a customer with this PS5, which was having a long blue light, and it can be because of a faulty APU. Since I know the board on the 1200 revisions consoles, basically Sony was having some trouble with the APUs. They came out from factory defective, so some of them might stop working without any signs of short or whatever the case may be. So no cracking, no short, just stopping working. And I have an exact board that I can replace if I might be able to fix. But this board is missing the sub-bridge. And so today we are doing a sub-bridge transplant into this board and see what the issue is with this board, because I don't remember. Those are consoles that I bought either from Discord or eBay or maybe Vinted, and I truly don't remember. I already done UART, but since the sub-bridge is not present, the UART codes basically are missing. So I don't know what code were on this board, what kind of code are present on this board. So we need to discover again anything. I think it was a good opportunity to get this board back to work, I hope. So we can code are also stored in BIOS, but when you do UART, you are reading the codes directly from the sub-bridge. And since the original sub-bridge is not there anymore, I probably have been using this sub-bridge for another console, potentially, or maybe the sub-bridge was faulty. I don't know. I don't remember. I truly don't remember, because I have a pile of consoles that basically are there since 1 year, 2 years. So who knows what I done? Who knows what was the issue? So today we will discover again the issue, and I grabbed the sub-bridge from this board. This is a PS4, PS5 Slim board, which is having my enemy 1F12 error, and this is an error related to the communication between the APU and the RAM, supposedly. So one of the RAM chips is dead, or the APU inside is dead, or maybe there is a BGA issue, but I already reballed the APU, so I don't know. So for now, I will use this board as a donor, and I will come back later. I don't know, when I have time, when I want, when I don't have nothing to do, when I have nothing to do, and maybe I will go back to this board. But for now, we can start by putting flux, cleaning the board, preparing the board, and installing the new sub-bridge. What do you think? How many people are present today? I don't think too much. Maybe 10 people. Not a lot more, I believe. No, I usually use Sharpie. You can see I sharp everywhere the stuff, but this board probably was before I started writing on the board directly. Most of the time I don't care, because I put the board aside and come back later. So I will redo with a fresh mind, maybe fresh informations, and I will redo all the checks, all the basic checks. So maybe if the previous time I was missing something, I can basically recheck all the stuff and maybe discover something new. Who knows? Yeah, I already tried in multiple boards, Marvin, in multiple consoles. No, non lo faccio solo in inglese, è un discorso che i video li farò lo stesso in italiano, però preferisco a questo punto includere anche un po' di inglese per le live, così da includere un po' più di persone, quelle rare volte che faccio le live. Adesso ne ho fatte 3 di seguito quasi, ma solo perché avevo un attimo di tempo e ho potuto farlo, altrimenti insomma è per includere un po' più persone che possono guardare i miei contenuti, almeno è un po' più di interazione, no? Tutto qua. Hi Ben. Yeah, don't worry, really. Fume extractor starting. Spero che non ci siano problemi quando parlo in inglese anche per le persone che sono italiane, spero che riescano a comprendere. In ogni caso purtroppo ho avuto una battuta d'arresto piuttosto importante, quindi Mi dispiace, ma la salute quando se ne va è anche difficile recuperarla. So you think I will be able to fix this board, JFix? Okay, we'll see. You know, I don't like to be confident about the repairs just because you will never know. Basically, this board has been already tempered a lot of times, I suppose, because I don't remember. And so this can be maybe I have 1% of chance to fix this board anyway. But we will see. Fume extractor off. Now cleaning the flux. I hope I can fix this board so I can swap the faulty board of my customer, so I have something to have exchange, you know. Nice. No, the PCB is not damaged. Peeling potatoes. You're going to have some French fries? Not French people, I hope. Only potatoes. Yeah, basically, yeah. We need to find only the bad guy, bad component, which can be anything, even the APU. And at that point, is GG. It's game over. Okay, so the board is ready, and we can start with this. But starting with this mean I need the preheater, and I need to cover the capacitors there. So at least this one. With some Kapton, some more Kapton. There I will reuse something from the previous stream. Like this, so they will not get burned. Yeah, I mean PS5 is pretty fragile, I would say, but not impossible to fix. Not impossible to fix, at least. There are many faults, yes, but 80% of the faults we can say they are fixable. Anyway, so a pretty high rate, you know. Unless Xbox, you know, Xbox consoles, they have less faults, okay, but more of those faults are harder to fix, especially with the SSD. Well, even the PS5 have maybe can have SSD issue and still not been able to fix it, but on Xbox, which you have a removable SSD, you are still not able to fix the console. That is crazy, in my opinion. Preheater. Yeah. the APU is totally fine. No cracks or other damage, visible damage. I need something to rise up. What can I use? Something I can use to rise up. Here we go. So the caps in this side will get out of the board, out of the preheater, so they will not get damaged in the process. Okay, now we need power. Ciao Rino. Okay, now we need to wait. And I know for sure that this sub bridge is good, just because the errors are related to another side of the board. So I can safely use this sub bridge, reboard the sub bridge, and install into the other board without any issue. Unless the sub bridge decides to die in the process, but you can never know about that. We'll wait for 260 degrees reaching temperature, and then we go with the hot air from top. 450 degrees, 50% of air. Yeah, it's cloudy today. Outside there are maybe 20 and something degrees. Here at least. Yesterday rained a lot. But summer is coming. 110 degrees. I guess I can put a protective layer on the APU. I mean the sponge of the APU, because we are very near to the APU. And it's better to protect the sponge so it will not melt and deform. Yeah, like this is enough. I mean, yeah, no, non riparo telefoni. Mi dispiace, a meno che non mi dici guarda ho bisogno di fare un cambio dello schermo o cambio di una batteria, fin lì ci arrivo, ma dopo non riparo schede di telefoni, è troppo molto più complicato, tutto molto più piccolo e addirittura è multipiano, ci sono addirittura telefoni che fanno triplo strato per i chip e anche per le schede stesse, quindi ci sono schede sovrapposte una all'altra per funzionare. È uno di quei dispositivi che non faccio perché è molto più complicato e non ne vale la pena assolutamente per il tempo di lavoro che ci vuole a sistemarli. Ormai con 200-300 euro trovi telefoni nuovi e io dovrei chiedere la stessa cifra per fare una riparazione, quindi no. Weather says 19, feeling like 25. Yeah, humidity. A lot of humidity. water is able to keep heat, you know. So through 140 degrees. Almost there. Flax is getting melted. And it's almost time to power on the fume extractor so we don't breathe all those fumes. I hope the stream quality is good at least, video and audio, or is too loud or is too low in volume. Let me know, guys, just in case I need to look for something in the settings for the next stream or some. Hello MK. So we reach 260 degrees on the preheater. Now we need to wait a couple of minutes for the board to reach the temperature. It will never reach 260 degrees, by the way, but it's probably 150, 160 degrees is fine. Still enough, so it will not get extremely shocked by the heat. Okay, I think we can start. Tweezer on one hand and Otter in the other. Let's begin. Even if it is a small chip, can take a lot. So be patient. Need to be careful also with the fume extractor, otherwise it will cool me down the board, which is not good. So it has to be close enough to catch the fumes, but not to cooling down the board. Nope, still nothing. Hello, Pico. I am missing ducks on my bench. No, thank you. You cannot force me to have ducks on my workbench. I am sure they will not help anyway. So, shutting down the preheater, and now this board is done. Let's take the board away. Remove the Kapton tape so we can use it on the other board when the job is done. Okay, fume extractor. Do I have any goats? No. Why do I need goats? Okay, so now we can prepare the chip. Grabbing the stencil. Brand new stencil, never used once, or probably once, and that's it. No, I didn't, JFix, I didn't, and I'm sorry about that. Ow. I was busy with other stuff. I am always busy. It's hard for me to see a live stream anyway. Of many people. It's not just a few. Basically all of them. I used to watch Joey, I used to watch you and you. I really don't have a lot of time. He has a baby goat helping, okay. I mean, probably it's more suitable for me having a little pony helping me. But I don't have any anyway. No, I wish I wish to be present, Russ. I know you're a good streamer. I really wish I have enough time for watching all of the people I like. The problem is my life. My life has been a total mess since about 3 years. So I have very limited amount of time for repairs, even for my customers, actually. And even for resting myself. This is why I got sick in the first place. Life is really tough nowadays. Okay. So the chip is clean. Yeah. Maybe it's not even enough 40 hours. You know, the amount of knowledge that is present in the live streams, even if it is a stupid live stream, like I am doing, or even, you know, the live stream NK and Rasis, you know, sometimes they are simply chatting over problems, but it's still knowledge that can be catched, and is incredible. And you literally need like one extra ear to watch them all. Nice. So the chip is ready, but it's not in the correct position. I need to rotate it because it's having a position like that. But it's better if I clean it, right? Yeah. There was plenty of flux under. Otherwise the flux will go up in the process. But this time I will use the microfiber, which is more indicated for reaching all the flux in all the spots. Nice. So again, looking at the pattern, nice. Solder paste. A bit of solder paste. Right there. Now, since this paste is so dry, it's better to heat it up so it will soften. Just a few seconds is enough. If I reach 10K, no, it's not possible. Truly is not possible. For me, nah. I need to pay for reach 10K sub. My only way to reach that amount of subs is to pay, or having a bot. Some bots. All equal? No, there is one little more. Where it was? There. It will not be perfect, but almost perfect. Yeah, all filled up. Everything is filled up. I don't know. You mean for Discord? But it's okay. I don't have any people anyway. What kind of use will have it? I can easily manage the 100 people that are there. That basically over 100 people that are present in my Discord, only 10 people are basically using it and chatting, and just so is really not a point to having a bot like that. But okay, if you want, feel free to do it. There's no issue in that. Okay, again 450 degrees from very distant, heating up the stencil so it will not pop, it will not bend. There is no need to keep the tweezer over the stencil to keep it in position. Yeah, 9 of them are Bodger, yeah. You're right. Me and Bodger, basically, that's it. No, there is also Miss B. And then getting lower and closer. Again, I like to remember that the chip has to be up to temperature and melt the solder balls. You don't need to melt the solder before the chip is reaching the temperature. Otherwise, the solder balls will get stuck over the stencil, to the stencil, and they will not attach to the chip. This is a slow process, it's not a quick process. And remember, chips can stand 200 degrees, no problem. The normal maximum temperature of the chips are basically around 250 degrees. Otherwise, even on factories, if you think about that, even when the PCBs are cooked inside the factories, how they can melt the solder, the unleaded solder, which is about oh, hi Jaza, which is about 220 degrees, 230 degrees. If the chip cannot stand over that temperature, it's impossible for them to solder the chips. So you don't need to be really afraid. Yeah, it's starting to melt. Starting to melt. Nice. Nice. Super nice. Fantastic. Nice. You cannot see because I didn't put the microscope, but you will see now. Let's go to the microscope so you can see. Squeaky microscope. Let me focus. Yes, you can see now all the balls are perfectly centered on the stencil, which mean not a single ball. The stencil jig also dissipate heat. Yes, exactly. So the balls are perfectly centered, and not a single one is stuck on the stencil. But you can still see there is still some grime around them. So it's better to just flow over with some flux again on top of this. So I will simply go with my flux, which is still hot. The stencil is still hot. I will go over like this. So I will fill basically those gaps with flux. Flux will go under the stencil at that point after we reflow it. So it will help, because the flux that is contained on the thermal, not thermal, on the solder paste you get is not a good flux at all. You will get all gummed up and create a lot of issues. So now again, heating the chip, reflowing the chip one more time. Fill my gaps. Oh my goodness. Yeah, now it's all melted. Everything is fine, and my flux is going to mix with the flux that is present on the... What happened? Oh my goodness, I click something with my mouse, sorry. But anyway, now it's okay. Waiting for the solder to solidify again, and then now we can remove the stencil. Let's go over the top. Removing the chip while it's still hot. And here we go. We have a perfect reballed chip. I am assuming, but I will check. We will check now. Yeah. So like this, now I have the chip into my above my tweezer. This is more dangerous. It will hit faster and it is more dangerous. But you just need to look, basically. You can see there is all this gunk. And again, another little reflow. Bit of flux more. Here we go. Now the fume extractor. And we need to be fast now. Hi, Froserino. From far away, you don't need to be very close to the chip, because the chip will reach the temperature. You can already see the solder is starting to melt in the corners. Going around with the flux, you can see it's starting to move the stuff around. Here we go. Perfect. Now it's time to clean. Fume extractor off. Removing the microscope. And now a bath of IPA and a brush. And a very good brush. So we can remove all the flux and the residue that is still present in the chip. Some more IPA because the mat is hot and the flux will the IPA will evaporate quickly. It gets stuck only because under there is the flux. So it will stay in position. It's kind of useful in this way. So you can clean. You see, I am putting a lot of force, to be honest, but it is still glued to the mat. Final brush. Then drawing up. Nice. Now we can check under the microscope if there is any issue in the balls. So what do you think? I think they are pretty even. The balls are pretty even. Maybe some of them can have a slightly bigger size, but overall they are almost perfect, right? Yeah. Kitchen towel, no, not really, because the kitchen towel can really leave lint, a lot of lint. What is this one? A small ball. You can see those are all small balls that are not were not coming off from the brush, and we need to remove them. They will not probably cause any issue, but it's better to remove them. Where is the focus? Here we go. So basically it's all right now. Yeah, all good. Now we can install the chip into the board, the designed board. Thank you, Marvin. I will look at the message later. Nice. Stencil away. Now we need the preheater and the board. I assuming, looking at the pattern, this is the orientation. I don't really need to look for the pin number 1 because you can look at the pattern in this occasion. It's unique. You cannot do a mistake. But I forgot one thing. What do I forgot? Flux. Forgot to put flux under. Otherwise we will make a rocky mistake without the flux. Flux is important. Not too much, not too little in this moment. You are behind, my guys. You are a lot behind, unfortunately, because the chat is probably 1 minute delay or something. Wow, that is crazy. Right, now it's time for the preheater again. Preheater and the Kapton tape over the stuff. Where is this? So I need to put Kapton over. I need to take the Kapton. Bear with me. I need to put the Kapton on the caps, but without flipping the board, because right now the sub-bridge is in perfect position and I need to basically look upside down and stick the Kapton tape like this. It was better doing that before, but you know, it's me. I like to make my life harder and my repairs also harder. Because why not? It's more fun like this, no? It's more fun like this. And the last Kapton point that I need. Nice. So everything is fine now. Okay, hanging over the caps there, so they will not get heated up. And again, hi Slot. A bit of Kapton over the APU sponge, so it will not get melted. Fine, now we are ready to start. So, plug in the power. Nice. And let the process begin. I hope everything will go fine. And see what the error is with this console. Maybe it's another 1F12 error. Would be interesting. Yeah, go over some commands, Bodger. You can do that. Spam some commands. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I probably need to give you access to the stream element commands so you can create some more if you want. It will probably be the worst idea ever, but I am sure it will make the stream more fun. uh, 180 degrees. One hour of stream and we almost done. We can do that. Yeah, trust me. I told you already. I am 1000% sure it will be the worst idea ever. But it's also true that it will be 1000% more fun, I think. $240 degrees. There is the boring part. MK, I don't know. I don't know if I can stop him to do that. But they are pretty fun on your stream, by the way. Not the Armageddon. But all the others, they're pretty fun to watch. Yeah, lick the like button. Lick the like button, guys. I want to see all of you licking the button. Hi, Miss. There may be a new bean command. Oh. Ooh. Prepare yourself, MK. So we are at 260 degrees for a while now. I'm assuming it's not enough anyway to melt the solder, even though it is, oh my goodness, even though it is what is leaded solder, but I need some more Kapton tape because I am working on this area where there is the speaker and the battery holder, I don't want to burn them. On the other board, they were not present there. No, they were more distant. But I can do that. Don't worry. I can fix this. The board is toasty. But I'm more hotter than the board. No, you missed, Bodger. That is not the right command. Try again. You will be more lucky next time. Here we go. Now it should be fine. $450 coming from top. Just a few seconds should be enough to melt the solder and set the chip in position. Okay, it should be fine now. Yeah, it's stuck down. Now we can come with the flux again and we can reflow the chip to ensure the best connection. Hi Gladion. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I did see a movement. Yeah, it's reflowed. Oh, fumes. Fume extractor. Please suck all the fumes. Okay, solid now. We can remove the board from the preheater. Put it there. Removing the preheater. Now, if you hear a fan, it's my air purifier that I turn on. So I can have clean air in just a few minutes. Because the fume extractor, yes, can suck all the fumes, but not 100%. So it's better to open the windows if you have them. Since I don't, I bought a fume air purifier. an industrial air purifier. So I will breathe super fresh and clean air, like I was in a mountain. Nice. So now it's time for at least testing the power sequence, right, guys? It's a good idea. And then we can start testing other stuff. So, setting my power supply, 4 amps is not, okay, 600 milliamps is fine, 12 volt, 12.1 is fine, and I will connect the ground first, but I will not, for now, connect the 12 volt. I will let the board cool down because it's very hot. It's very hot to the touch. It's not a good thing. A good thing connecting power to the board, giving power to the board while it's still super hot. So wait just a few minutes, guys. You can still chat with me if you want, or if you like to lurk, I don't care. So 1 hour and 10 minutes to remove a south bridge, re-bowl a south bridge, installing a south bridge. And we are ready to test. Still hot. It can probably be better if I put the board in front of the fan, so it will get cooler faster. How many people are watching now? How many likes? And how many dislikes? I seen few people dislikes my live streams. Who are them? I want to know your name. I want you to type in chat and confess yourself. Yes, it was me that I disliked the video. You are a jerk. You don't know how to fix anything. Tell me why you dislike the video or the live streams. Oh, it was MK? It was MK, I see. MK, oh. You're disappointing me. But really, guys, I don't know why people press the dislike button without saying anything. Why? What's the point? There is no point if you don't say and you express yourself to why the videos are not to your liking. How can a channel or a people can improve? Now the board is cool. Yeah, you're right, guys. No balls and small mozzarella sticks. I mean, if the algorithms was basically interpreting the dislike as the person, so the algorithm show you this content and you don't like this content, is fair, okay? You don't like, so you tell YouTube you don't like those type of content. But if that is not the case, and we all know that is not the case, why people are still clicking dislike without telling anything? At least tell me. Have the courage to tell me why you dislike. It can be, Borrev. It can be. By mistake, yeah. But I am sure there are some very mysterious peoples that really like to press the dislike button on every video just because they I don't know, they feel stronger like that. It is stupid. It is stupid. I want you to confront me. Nice. So, will it work? Will it give me a power sequence or not? I don't know. Okay, we can lowering down the air purifier so we can listen better. Nice. 1, 2, 3, go. 315 and going back to 0. Oh, it's looping? Yeah, it is looping. This is kind of strange. It's looping. It's going to 0 and then is This is quite interesting. I never encounter a problem like this with the looping, power sequence looping, and is also giving the current limit light. I mean, the reball has been gone perfectly fine. It can still be a defective sub-bridge. I don't know, or it got defective in the process, as I said before. In the 1.9 volt rail, you mean on the dialog chip, right? Why should be a short there, Marv? Let's see. Taking the multimeter on the screen. Bear with me. Multimeter is on the screen. Yes. So, Because I have 35 milliamp. No. I have 315 milliamps. It's going up to 315, then it's going back and is shooting to the current limit, which is 600 milliamps, and is going again in a loop, basically. It's now 35 milliamp constant. It can be also the flux. Don't worry about that. I know my flux sometimes can do that and sometimes don't. So we can clean the flux and see what is happening. Short Wi-Fi, you say? We can check. So, I have this. Okay, no, it's better to check in under the Wi-Fi directly. So I have, what do we have? I have 30 kilo ohms there, and 6 mega ohm. It should be 200 ohm or something in some points. No, it's not reading. This is the one that is having only 3.3. Yeah, it's having only the 3.3 volt. So it's not shorted. Wi-Fi is not shorted. Yeah, this is the point for the Wi-Fi. This is also not shorted, the coil. 490, this is the 5 volt input, I believe. Or it can be a burn fuse, I don't know. Let's check the fuse. No, the fuse is good. 7002 is fine, 7003 is fine, otherwise it will not be present. 7502 is fine, then there is 7102, which is also fine. 7302, no, 3502 is fine too. I have 3.3, yes. Otherwise, you will not have any power sequence if you don't have 3.3, because the sub-bridge will not get any power, and you need the 3.3 power in order to have let's see, so voltage, obviously now you will see a reverse voltage, but when I connect, you can see 3.3 is present. But it's looping, it's still looping, it's continuously looping. So it can be because of the defective sub-bridge now. Bye, miss. I will clean the sub-bridge for now, just in case. So, the small nozzle of everything. the smallest nozzle I have, and then I will go 250 degrees and 100% of air. And I will flush out the flux like this. So while the flux is melting, it will get flushed away from under the chip. Without melting the chip or the solder. It can take a while. I can look under the thermal camera also. Maybe there is something that is lighting up, since there is a spike, because I can see a spike. Of current. Nice, should be enough. We'll see. Washing away with the IPA and a cloth, microfiber cloth. I don't know. I don't know if I can do UART, but I can check after. Again, try to see if the power sequence now is better or not. Otherwise, we will get the thermal camera out and see if something changed. See if something is lighting up. Okay, so 12 volt. 300 milliamp and getting down. Okay, and then it's starting again, it's looping. I don't know, I never seen this behaving. Okay, let me grab the thermal camera, which I need to upgrade. I really need to upgrade this thermal camera. Perfect. So let me grab the crocodile clip. Nice. So now you can see the sub bridge is hot, simply because I run the hot air on that, but it's not super hot, it's just 40 degrees, so it is fine. But I want to see what is getting hot. So the SSD is getting hot, and the sub bridge is getting hot. Yeah, the sub bridge is getting hot. And the voltage when it's looping, is going down to 11 volts. So there is a slight short somewhere, probably. I don't know. Nothing else in the board is lighting up. What is there? This one. The USB-C controller is lighting up. Is that supposed to lighting up? Is that supposed to be lighting up, guys? You know, maybe? Maybe there is a problem there. And on the other side of the board, basically there is nothing, but I'm assuming I can check these. Those are not coming on anyway, because the power sequence is not enabling the DRMOS. Yeah, it's pulsating just because it's looping over and over. So the power sequence is looping. It's going from 0 to 300 milliamps, and then it's going back to 0, and then there is a shoot of current, and then it's starting again, and it's going to 300 milliamps, and it's getting back down. I can try to remove that. Maybe it's faulty. I don't know. I can try to remove this and see what is happening. So a bit of flux. I need to change the nozzle though. So it was not because of the flux under the subbridge, although it can still be because the subbridge didn't get flushed all the way. So coming with hot air, 450 degrees, and away from the APU. Let's see what will happen. Go higher in temperature. Nice. Now the board can still have I'm assuming yes, the board can still boot without, because it's not an essential component. The power sequence will look differently now, I am sure about that. and it will throw an error that is not able to communicate with the USB-C controller. Okay, let the board cool down. Just a few minutes. Perfect. Now boot sequence again. See what is happening now. If it is still booting, boot looping, or not. What do you think? $290 and then is 0 and then is looping again. So it was not that, but it's a bit lower now. So by 30 milliamp, but it's still looping. It is still looping. Crazy. So it was not that. Let's check again with the thermal camera. So the SSD controller is lighting up. The sound bridge is lighting up like it should. And then there are no other stuff that are lighting up apart from the PMICs, I believe. No, what is this? What is this? Is this? Ah, no, it's the hole. It's a reflection of the mat. So the mat is hot underneath and it's creating this effect. I am assuming even there, yes, there is a hole. So okay, let's try to flip the board and see what is happening with the other side. Maybe there is a component that is lighting up in this. No, only the sound bridge and the SSD, nothing else. It can be an SSD fault at this point. Now Wi-Fi IC is not a problem. There is no heat coming from the Wi-Fi anyway. You can see, apart from the sound bridge, there is no real heat spot coming from there. I think it's a SSD fault. Look, it's going to 50 degrees basically. Without doing nothing. Now I limiting the current also to 600 milliamps. But if I go higher, I will probably blow some chips at this point. So it's not good. I think it's the SSD controller in this case. Can be wrong also. I can try and see if maybe there is a short around there, or maybe a low value, like the SSD controller maybe is at 20 ohm or something, so it should be above 50 ohm, but maybe it's lower. No, we need resistance, and I have 55, so it should be fine, but I don't know. 1 kilo ohm and 4. This one, oh, 472. Is that supposed to be like that? Now is more? What the hell? 600 kilo ohm now. Maybe it was a residual current inside there. Possible. I don't know. I have no ideas now. Wait. Okay, 2.2 ohm. How many amps? 0.6. So 600 milliamps. It should be enough because you need only 300, 400 really. .6 kilo ohm, but I should be reading the same there. Why? Six mega ohm. I believe this is the 5 volt that is coming in. Hello, Xfire. Nah, 2 amps is not. It's not. You really need only 300 milliamps for the power sequence. That's it. If you need to power on the console, yes, you need more. But I don't. The console will not power on, and probably the UART will not go through now because it's looping. It's continuously looping. So it might be a problem with the sub-bridge now. Either not connected properly, which I doubt, or maybe there is a bridge under. Even that one is kinda strange for me. Maybe it's a BIOS issue, I don't know. I can try the BIOS from another console and see what is happening. If the boot is no, I need for this board, for this model console. I am stuck. But I was not supposed to fix this board anyway. Not now. Okay, let's see for some power. Some voltages on the SSD, around the SSD PMIC. The sub-bridge PMIC. Let's see if something stand up or stand out. So it's still looping. Yes, it is. It's still looping. I can go higher with the amperage, but wow, it's taking 1.5 amp, and it's still I'm still limiting myself. Wow, that is a lot. Okay, let's see. What is getting super hot? I believe the sub-bridge. You've got something that is standing up. Okay. What is this? What is this? Ah, this chip. You can see that? No, you cannot. Look. Oh, now it's shorted. Now it's totally shorted. And the APU got hot? Yeah, the APU is getting hot. Ah, shit. Ah. APU was getting hot. Now, what was the issue then? Let's see. This PMIC is responsible for what? 11 ohm in the RAM chips. That is not good. I have Samsung RAM, but still not good. Residual current is still with the residual current. That's shorting. Okay, so the 12 volt is fine, but there is something that was pulling a lot of current. Your dog. Maybe it was the 5 volt rail that is having some issue. Let's see. No, 40 kilo ohm, this 5 volt rail. 470 ohm. I don't know if that is correct. Let me check on this other console, which is not booting, but supposedly the 5 volt should be at least somehow correct. So we can check. Let's see, what was the 5 volt? I believe it's this one, the 5 volt. Yes. Yes. Right. So the 5 volt there is having 490 ohms, so it is fine. But why the APU was getting hot though? There is an issue somewhere. There's clearly an issue somewhere. 14 ohm. 1.5 ohm, which is fine. The CPU is 5 ohm, GPU is normally super low, 0.3, yeah. And the RAMs, 13 ohm, 14 almost. But there was an issue with this PMIC, or the driver. The driver of what, though? The driver for the RAM. I believe we have an issue with the RAM chips. I believe we have an issue with the RAM chips, or the controller inside the APU for the RAM chips. But the value was lower. Normally the controller inside the APU is getting higher value compared to the RAM chips. So we might have a faulty RAM chips somewhere that we can now discover with the stuff, or there is a leakage to the RAM chips. There is a possibility also. Let's see. Maybe this MOSFET is oh wow! If that is blown, we basically have burned the RAM chips and the controller inside the APU. I don't know. Now it's 40 kilo ohms, but okay, let's try again. There is something, and I will discover what is this. Even though the board will be unfixable, I have to discover what is the issue with this board. So it's still looping again. Yeah, now it's locked. It's locked at 1.5 amps. Because it's getting more current. The voltage is getting lower. Yeah, the RAM, you can see the RAM chips are getting hot. RAM chips and the APU is getting hot. But why is that? It's not because the APU is the console is turning on. No, that is not possible. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But Let me check. Let me check for voltages. What is the voltages out there for the RAM chips? If it's leaking voltages out there or not. Okay, and now is looping again. 1.35. Is locked with the... Wow, I don't know why is happening this. This is a really strange behaving. And you can see the 1.35 is coming on. Don't tell me the APU is on. 0.3, 0.23. So the console is really trying to turn it on? Nah, don't think so. I hope not. But I can try and assemble the console and see what is happening. Afternoon, Josh. I don't really know. I have no clue for this console. Why is it doing like this? The console is basically turning on. Why? Or it's trying to turning on, but it shouldn't do that. I mean, I can even try to give 10 amps. Okay, I'm sure something will blow up at that point. The console is not booting up, I believe. It's not booting up because I cannot hear any beep. But I've seen before that the consoles, one or two consoles, basically when they have power, they go to the first and then they start with the blue light and turning on for some reason. So I will try and see if that is the case. I mean, it will be insane if that is the case. Okay, let me grab this chassis or the other. I can use also the other. Where is the other? Oh, it's there. Okay. But I don't have the clamp, right? Yeah. No, I can use the clamp. This clamp. Bear with me. No, I don't think it's blocking the repair screen at all. I don't think so. So we have the clamp now, so at least we can use another chassis. Or I would say the original chassis of the board and see if he's doing something different. Or if the board will blown up. Are you ready for the magic smoke? There can be a chance of the magic smoke here. Be ready for the magic smoke. But at least I will not let the APU burn because I connected to the heatsink. Oh, there are some thunder out there. Okay, so LED and power button, that's it. And now I want to see the power. I want to see the 12 volt, how is behaving, if the power supply is getting disabled or not. Okay, nice. So we have no voltage. Really? We have no voltage? Or maybe the power supply was so quick to get into... And I broke the tip. Nice. Well, okay. Don't care. Still usable. So either the power supply is dead inside there. Let me check. Can be dead. Or the power supply got into protection mode instantly. Which means that there is an issue. Some power issue. Disconnecting. Okay, let's try. No, I don't hear the crackle. I don't hear any crackle. Yeah. So this power supply is dead. Okay. Confirmed power supply is dead. Nice. So it could have a surge. This console could have a surge. And now basically every 12 volt, every component that is receiving the 12 volt, it can be faulty. Yeah. Getting some clues out from this console, but I have another one. So I have the board from the chassis from the console of the customer, which is basically mine now because he agreed if it's not fixable or if it's take too much money, just replace the console, and I will do that basically. So I can use at least the power supply and the chassis for this console to see what is happening. PSU repair live stream. I am not feeling so confident in streaming those type of repairs, just because I need a lot of concentration. So I will not hurt myself. Because working on power supplies is very dangerous. And I'm feeling better by just doing a video on them. Even though even the videos is not so a good content, not because it's not a good content, but because some people may try the same stuff I do and get hurt. You can get any disclaimer you want, they will all blame you. Always blame you. I try to follow you. You don't have to follow me. Don't follow me. Never follow me. I can be the master of the repairs, but even I can do mistakes or not telling you the best way of doing things. Okay, so I need power now. I need to see what is doing the power now. So 12 volt. Okay, so we have 11.9 volt. Oh, you can see that the console is turning on by itself. And I saw this in few videos. I saw this in few videos, but this is not good. So the sub bridge is telling the board to turn on. I don't think it's going to a white light. That is crazy. 12 volt is stable. I will never reach white light. I'm assuming. Probably even the fan will spin. Okay, let me check the fan spin. If the fan spin, the sub bridge can still be good. If the fan is not spinning, mean the sub bridge is having some fault. Let me check on that. Let's see if the fan is it starts spinning or not. No, it's not. Disconnecting, reconnecting. Okay, we have a fan spin. We still have a fan spin. It can be a case of long blue light, even this one, which suck. Because I know the 1200 series console basically use some kind of defective APUs anyway, so they act strange like this. Let me see for any video out. I'm assuming it will not have any video out. Surely there will be no video out. Let me split the screen quickly. Let's see if I got an image out. No, there is no image out. There is no image out, guys. No image out mean the console is not properly booting. But why is doing this? I don't know. No, bad edition, my port, no, it's impossible. You have a display only when you have a white light. Even in safe mode, it will display a white light. Always. Now let's see if I'm able to shut down the console by pressing the power button and force it to power off. Yes, and you heard the beep. So I am able to shut the console off, but it's turning back on. It's turning back on by itself because it's completing the power circuit, the power sequence, and it's turning back on. Wow, okay. How can we fix this? How can we fix this? Maybe there is some kind of enabling. You know what I mean? Maybe there is something that is telling the console to turn on, but it's obviously also faulty. Like the Wi-Fi input from the controller, maybe, you know? Or the wake up over Ethernet. Real gamers never turn their console off. Yeah, and you will ruin even more the console like that. Okay, so the only way to keep the console shut off is by removing the power. Yeah, but the SAW bridge is the one that is telling the console to power on, not the PMIC. Because the 3.3 volt for the power button is basically when is how can I say? It's like the power button is always pressed, okay, or is always giving the input to the SAW bridge to turn on. But it can also be a wake-up system, like on the Wi-Fi, for example, or Ethernet via Ethernet. But the Ethernet is controlled by the SAW bridge, you know? Yeah, it can be a SAW bridge issue. But I took the SAW bridge from a board that was having a complete different issue. That is the point. No, I don't think so. The console was turning on by itself when I was having the console out, you remember? I can also disconnect the power button. Okay, now it's disconnected, but the pins are looking straight anyway. And connect it back. What do you bet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue light. Told you. There is a wake-up system in this case that is corrupted. It can be because of the Wi-Fi, because even the Wi-Fi is turned on the first checking. And maybe the Wi-Fi, but if I disconnect the Wi-Fi, the console at that point will not be able to complete the boot sequence. So I need to install another Wi-Fi IC in order to see if that is the issue or not. But I seen some other videos or infos about this problem, and that is caused by the SAW bridge, a defective SAW bridge. Even though I took it, I took it from a donor board anyway. To ask Donnie, yeah. The problem is that Donnie doesn't reply so often. Where is Ben? Ben, we need you. I need you, Ben. Someone call Ben. Where is Ben? Oh, that is crazy, man. That is the craziest console ever. Only me. This is happening only to me. Receiving consoles that I'm not able to fix, or the strangest fault possible, which is impossible to find. I need to probably continue to do a brain transplant at this point over the boards, grabbing the APUs and transplanting over to other working boards. I wish I had at least one of those working boards. Yeah. What can I do now? I have no... I can try and redo another SAW bridge, or take another SAW bridge from another board, reball it, and install there. But if the issue persists, there is no SAW bridge issue at all. It's not possible. I am truly running out of ideas. And this is also another reason to why I don't really like to do live streams like this, unless it's a known fault, which I know I can repair and fix. So I guess it's kind of fun to follow those faults, but it will be basically an empty stream without any information really, and wasting a lot of time also in searching for informations. Yeah, but I'm here for fixing consoles, you know. I mean, for me is very intriguing. Okay, like I love getting those consoles with those faults. But the problem is that I don't want you to be bored watching me yapping around because I don't know what to do. And I am the type of person that really like to take the time and searching around on the internet or asking to others what they think about these faults and going from there. But it will take a really long time, weeks most of the time, because those type of jobs really require a lot of time. Reballing the chips, because 90% of the stuff is about reballing, you know. So it's kind of a long process in order to fix those kind of faults. And leaving a live stream halfway through this kind of diagnostics make me uncomfortable. I know you guys are very kind, and I will not lose to those consoles. I want to know precisely what is the issue. I want to know precisely what is the issue with this console. At least if it is fixable or not fixable. I want to arrive to that point. If it is not fixable, it's okay. It's not fixable. We found the problem. We confirmed the problem. But now, how can I do that? So the console is turning on by itself. And this is, by logic, for me, is because there is something that is telling the console to wake up, or specifically the sub-bridge to wake up and waking up the entire console. So it can be either a Wi-Fi that is waking up, because you cannot wake up the console from the USB. There is no command for that. So you can wake up the console from Wi-Fi or the power button. But the power button is not an issue there. Okay, it's not because the power button is stuck. So the sub-bridge is doing the check. The check is complete, although it's hanging a bit longer on the 300 milliamps mark, which can also lead to the mention Marvin was said before about the Wi-Fi. It's hanging a bit longer. Just, you know, one or 2 seconds longer than the normal reading I would normally see. It's annoying when you don't have any clue. And it's annoying also all the tidying up about the components. You cannot remove the Wi-Fi chip and turn on the console. It's not able to do that. It's programmed not to turn on if you don't have the Wi-Fi chip on. Which is stupid, because let's say you have a faulty Wi-Fi chip. Okay, let me bring up the console. At least, you know, you will not be able to see any Wi-Fi connection, or the controller is not syncing up. But at least I can still continue see the console is turning on. What do you guys think? Should I try to replace the Wi-Fi and see what is happening? Or we can stop there. I will come back in some other live streams and after I gather some informations which can be useful, you know. Maybe somebody will point to me about the fault, or somebody was having the same fault and say, yeah, you can look at this, try this, and I will try. What do you feel more comfortable with? For me, it would be more comfortable to stop there, gather information, and continue another live stream. But I can also do, if you want, a Wi-Fi swap. That is not an issue. I can grab a board which is having the same Wi-Fi. Let me check the Wi-Fi. So it's a J20H104. Okay. Let me see if I have another one. H100. I don't know if I have a H104. Is this having a 104? No, it's 100. This is having 100 or 104. 501. No, this is another kind of Wi-Fi. Let me check. Board drive. Thank you. Um, 501 is the same compatible as the 100, so it's not. Do I have any 104? I might not have any, so in that case I'm stuck anyway. Let's see, this board is having the 100 anyway. Great. And I need to open other consoles to check. So nope. Out of discussion. The Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi swap is not in program, guys. I will check one single more motherboard, which I have there, already open and ready for a swap, maybe. And this one is having a 100. So nope. At this point, I need to source informations and a Wi-Fi just in case. Sad. But there is nothing we can do. Oh, nothing, no, not related to this repair. Okay. An email where though? My personal email? You. Oh, okay. Transparent overlay. The problem with transparent overlay is the mess you can see on my desk, and especially, you know, on gray tones, is not really readable if you don't have any black background. I've seen some other, like Nanofix is using that, but I have also like a dedicated space, you know, on the recording scene, so you can look at that better. But in my case, no, is kind of annoying having the transparent background. You will not be able to read anything. And since I am very messy, it's better like this. Thank you though. I appreciate your input. I will give it a try anyway, but I don't think it will be useful for me. Okay guys, so I think I need to stop there. We can continue in another live stream. I don't know when I will do another live stream, but I need to source another of those Wi-Fi chips just in case, and gathering some information about this fault. Why the console is turning on by itself. It can be because of the lights. No, even that one is not possible, because the lights, it doesn't do anything about the boot up. I am thinking even the HDMI chip, nah, doesn't do anything about the boot up. So I think it can be a problem with the sub-bridge. Not sure about the BIOS and the Wi-Fi. That's it. I have no other ideas. So thank you guys for your company. And if you have any ideas, or if you find any information about this fault anywhere else, maybe other videos about other content creators, just let me know in Discord or email or whatever place you like, and I will have a look so we can gather information all together and fix this console once for all. Okay? Thank you guys. Have a nice evening. Bye bye all. There is someone live now that we can raid? Let me know if there is someone live right now that we can raid. Who is live right now? What is my YouTube studio live stream? see if I can redirect to someone else. Do you know someone that is live right now, guys? I am waiting for your input because I cannot find anybody live if I search. Nobody of my channels that I subscribe to are live right now. Repair Labs. Okay. Repair Labs. Chill Music Lab. Repair Labs. Okay. Toyota Supra ECU recap. No, maybe this is a video. Oh, he's in program. Okay. All right. So I hope I redirect correctly. So bye guys. Thank you again for the company. Again, if you have any idea, just let me know, and we will can revisit this console in the next stream, whatever the time may be. Nice. Bye all. See you. Thank you again.